It's been a couple of years since I reviewed an xSuit. The last one was the xSuit 4.0. It was a good suit, but it was a bit of a logistical nightmare. Now, today, I'm reviewing the xSuit 5.0, and my experience compared to last time is like night and day. But before that, I've got a question. Where is the best place to store your dad jokes? In a database. I'm Bill Sweet, and this is the DadBod. Last year, I did a video comparing the xSuit to the Scene suits. Both make good suits. Now, the Scene suits are a little bit less formal looking, but still look nice, and it matches the upcoming generation's style. The xSuits are a little bit more formal looking with their wider lapels, not wide, just wider than Scene, and then their sharper shoulders. But in that video, I noticed some major issues with their logistics. At that time, when you ordered a suit, it would tell you something like it would arrive in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but it would take anywhere from 2 weeks to 5 months. And then myself, people I know personally, as well as folks in the comments, mentioned that they didn't get what they ordered. They got the right size jacket, but the wrong size trousers, or they ordered a black suit and got a black jacket and navy trousers, or they would get the trousers in 2 weeks, but the jacket never arrived, and it took several emails to get it like 5 months later. I don't remember off the top of my head exact specifics of the experience that I had, but if you want to find that out, you can see it on this video right here, and I'll put a link to that in the description of this video as well. But it wasn't great. And to top it off, right after that comparison video was published, I started getting hundreds of comments from bot accounts spamming my videos. Super unprofessional. At that time, I decided I was just going to avoid the company altogether. However, I read a few recent reviews that were very positive, so I decided to give them another try because I think second chances are important. People and businesses are encouraged to see their flaws and work to improve them, which is a very good quality. Previously, xSuits were limited on their bigger sizes. I think they mostly stopped at size 48, and some colors had a 50. Now they have sizes up to a 52. They got short, regular, and long. Unfortunately, not all colors come in a long size, but honestly, I'm 6'3", and the long size is about 2 centimeters too long on the sleeve, so you might just be fine with a regular. My previous xSuits were regular, and they were just fine. Okay, so I had a work conference coming up, and I wanted to put my best foot forward, so I opted for the 3-piece suit and navy. For the vest, I got a size 52. For the trousers, I got a 42 by 30. And for the jacket, I got a 52 long. It's not made to measure, it's not made to order or custom, it's off the rack, but they're designed to move with you. And I put this suit to the challenge. But before I tell you about that, let me show you the suit. We have the trousers. They have a double button on the front to keep them secure and a YKK zipper. There's the standard left and right pockets, and there's also this zip-up pocket on the right side. 2 back pockets with buttons. And next is the vest. It's a standard 5-button vest. The pockets are just for decoration, and on the back you can see that it's got a clasp to help with the size. And now for the jacket. It's a 2-button jacket, medium with lapels. There's 2 outer flap pockets and a 3rd pocket for a pocket square. It has 3 inner pockets. One's horizontal zip, one's a vertical zip, and the 3rd one is a pen pocket. Now, 2 of my favorite things about this suit is it's a double vented suit. To be honest, the double vented suit just looks nicer. And also, it's got this very nice pick stitching on the lapel that just makes the suit pop. And there are 4 non-functioning buttons on each sleeve. The suit's made from a tech merino wool blend. It's super stretchy. It's really stretchy, so you can do a lot in this suit that you can't do in a regular suit. But there's also something that you can't do with this suit that you can do with a regular suit, and I'll get to that in just a minute. Another good thing about this suit is it breathes nicely. I was in a crowded conference room. I was fast walking around to give people in the audience the microphone, and quite a few times I was sweating, but the suit felt nice. I didn't get overheated. At one point, one of the people spilled their coffee on their table, reaching for the mic, and it spilled from the table onto my lap, which basically rolled right off. I've seen it several times because of the moisture wicking, but it's still very cool to see. The suit's also wrinkle resistant, so I look just as sharp at the end of the day as I did at the beginning. And it's odor resistant. I smell just as good at the end of the day as I did at the beginning. Now, when I say the end of the day, I mean at the end of the conference, not the end of the day. Because by the end of the night, this suit and I were a bit ripe. For a team building exercise, we did a scavenger hunt that took us several miles through San Diego's La Jolla district. It's funny because when I was stationed in the Navy, everybody I talked to who was stationed in San Diego said that the weather there was always perfect. Now, I can't speak for always, but I was pleasantly surprised when I got there because it was warm. It was leaning towards hot, but the cool breeze made it just feel perfect. Not enough for me to move there. I'm an East Coast guy. Anyways, during the scavenger hunt, we were dancing on big rocks on the beach and getting rated on our dance. We were doing selfies next to seals, not Navy SEALs, regular SEALs, but not too close. We crammed into a little cubby. There was like 8 of us got crammed into this little cubby so that way we can get our picture in the most confined space that we can find. We were running in and out of shops to find a California quarter. Props to my coworker who insisted that every quarter found in California is technically a California quarter. It didn't work, but we did end up finding one in a bakery. We climbed up stone steps that were like 2 to 3 feet high each. The suit was flexible enough to let me do all of that. And our team won the scavenger hunt. We got back first. We completed all of the bonus objectives successfully. Now, the one thing this suit can't do is be dry cleaned. It's good and, not as good, but it's not bad. I just prefer taking my suits to the dry cleaners because I like to be lazy at times. You can wash this in a washing machine, and there's a safe way to do that and a safe way to iron it to keep it looking crisp. Wait a minute, you're not supposed to see that video yet? That's a clip from a future video on how to care for a do not dry clean suit. Make sure you're subscribed and you hit that notification button. That way you're notified when that and other videos come out. So now for the biggest difference between last time and this time. As I said, last time there were issues getting the right order and getting it at a decent time. This time was completely different. I ordered it with plenty of time to spare in case there were issues, and it said it would be arriving in about 2 weeks. I saw the tracking, which looked like it was coming from Asia, so I started thinking 1 to 2 months. Nope, it arrived in like a week and a half, less than their estimated time, and it arrived all together, all correct. I was very pleasantly surprised and impressed on how much they've improved their logistics since my last order, to the point where if I could afford it, I'd go and buy 2 more right now. But that would take away from my budget for giving you all a variety of videos of other types of reviews, so I'm going to wait and maybe get myself another one for Christmas. Now, just to note, I'm not sponsored by anybody for this video. I paid for it on my own personal account to avoid getting any kind of special treatment. So, what do you think of the xSuit 5.0? Let me know in the comments. I did recently do a review of an affordably priced carry-on luggage bag with a built-in garment bag. The results were not so great. You can see that video right here. And I've got another work trip coming up very soon, so I'm going to be reviewing the half-day travel bag for that one. Also, not sponsored, completely unbiased, so make sure you click here to subscribe, and I'll see you soon.